All right, before I get into anything, I want to make sure you know where these angles are located. So in your packet, up on the board, I have lines M and N, and I intersect that with line P. The first thing I want to talk about is what's called a transversal, the line that intersects two coplanar lines. All right. There's three lines up here. The one that is referred to as the transversal is the one that's making the angle, all 8 of these angles, which would be line P. All right, line P is what I'm referring to as my transversal. That's what makes all 8 angles up there. Those 8 angles, if I pair them together, have a special name or names. All right. First thing, before we even get into the special names, if I told you over this 3-day weekend I redid the interior of my house, what are you guys going to know? I redid the inside. And that's what I mean when I say anytime you see the word interior in any of these, that means the angles are located inside those 2 lines. Somewhere inside those 2 lines. Well, what if I did the outside of my house? I wouldn't say interior, I'd say I did the exterior. So anytime we see angles that have the word exterior associated with them, we know it's outside the lines. All right. So let's take a look at the first pair. Alternate interior. So you know that's got to be located inside. So we're just focused on 3, 4, 5, and 6. The alternate part, ready? The alternate part tells me opposite sides of the transversal. So they're inside, opposite sides of the transversal. Anybody want to take a stab at a pair of angles up there that I would consider alternate interior? Sean, start it. Angle 3 and angle 6, good deal. Angle 3 and angle 6 are what we consider alternate interior. Is there another pair up there? You're darn right. The other pair would be 4 and 5. Those are referred to alternate interior. We don't know anything about them now. We just know they're called alternate interior. Alternate exterior. Go ahead. Alternate exterior now. On the outside, opposite side of the transversal. Luke, go ahead. 1 and 8. And I believe there's another pair up here. Not another pair. Emma? 2 and 7. Okay, we're flying by. And now we come to a screeching halt because the next term, corresponding, does not have the word alternate or interior or exterior. Okay? That means probably it's going to be from some of both of exterior and interior. Corresponding. Everyone see this 4-pack of angles I have up here? What I'd like you to do is move that 4-pack down onto the 4-pack below and let me know what angles match up, what angles correspond to each other. So take this 4-pack, move it down. Tell me which angles match up now. Which angles are going to match up? Here we go, Rachel. Angle 2 and 5, got it. Those are corresponding. What else would match up here? Just 2 and 5? Good, Kate. 1 and 6, yep. And I'll just fill in the rest here. 1 and 6, 3 and 8, and then finally 4 and 7. Okay, corresponding. Okay, same side interior. Go ahead. Same side. Now the same side means same side of the transversal. Interior, inside the parallel line, or inside the 2 lines. Same side interior. What do we got for a pair? Go ahead, Matt. Why do I say Matt?
Angle 5 and angle 3.
I was right, wasn't I? Mike. Sorry, Mike. Go ahead. Slip. Go ahead. Say it again, Mike. Angle 5 and angle 3. Good. And there's another pair up there, 5 and 3 and 4 and 6. Okay, let's finish this off right. How about same side exterior now? Same side exterior. Chuck, well, go ahead. Angle 1 and 7, you got it. And also we'll go on the other side, 2 and 8. And the next pair, I just want to keep you on your toes. Give me a pair of verticals, just one pair. There's too many up here to list. Just one pair of vertical angles from unit 1 or 2. Emily? 2 and 4, fine with me. Okay, all I know are the names now. That's it. All I know are the names. Now, watch what happens. Something special happens to these angles when these two lines become parallel to each other. Okay? Something special happens to those angles when I have parallel lines. First thing here, we went over in unit 1. Let's review it quickly again. Symbol for parallel. Symbol for parallel. Anybody remember symbol? I think you were on the, not to put on the diagram. They look like 2 hash marks put together. That's what you meant, right? We'll go with that. All right. Parallel. Now, markings on the diagram now that say they're parallel. You will see arrows on them now, okay, on the actual lines that are parallel. So if we see this on any diagram, hey, those lines are parallel. I don't need to tell you it. All right, now we can have some fun. Now that the lines are parallel, everyone remember all the different types of angles we had? Everyone remember all the different types of angles we had back here? Now we know something about them. Come on, hurry up. Let's go. I got to get through some of this stuff today. What's going to be the next one? Butterfly?
Isn't that one of them?
No.
Wait, I thought there was like a butterfly that goes on, right? Well, I guess.
I got clock. I got curtain. Clock. So the clock, just so we know, around, right? Spin there. Okay. So Promethean man or clock. Everyone ready? Oh. All right, that's fine. Wow. Savor this moment right now, because it doesn't happen much. Savor that moment. Savor this moment. All right, let's get through this. Congratulations. Let's get through this. Wow. All right. That doesn't happen too often. All right, here we go. Let's get through this now. Symbol for parallel, we got the 2 lines and then the markings on here. All those different types of angles we've referred to. Let's start with the alternate interior. Somebody give me a pair of alternate interior up here. Alternate interior, Justin. 4 and 6. Okay, take a look. We know 4 and 6 are alternate interior. But now the lines are parallel. That makes them congruent. Hey, take a look. Back here. 3 and 6, not congruent. These are only congruent if I know what about my lines. They're parallel. The only thing I know about 3 and 6 is that they're called alternate interior angles. When I make them parallel, now those angles become congruent. All good? Okay, give me a pair of corresponding angles up here. Let's get rolling here. Pair of corresponding angles. Go ahead, Amy. 2 and 6. Well, now the lines are parallel, so not only are they corresponding, but they are congruent now, 2 and 6. As long as the lines are parallel. Okay, how about a pair of alternate exterior angles up here? Nick, go. 1 and 7. So they're not just alternate exterior anymore, they are congruent to each other. All right, that's where the congruent train stops. Now look at, somebody give me a pair of same side interior angles. Same side interiors up here. Same side of the transversal inside the parallel lines. Justin, go. Angle 4 and 5, but watch. They are not congruent. What's it say? They are supplementary. So 4 and 5 add up to 180 degrees. They are not congruent. And then we also have same side exterior angles. So somebody real quick, give me a pair of same side exterior. 2 and 7. Not congruent, but supplementary. Right? Everybody good? So really, what could happen right now is I could give you one angle measure and you guys could find the other 7. That's where we are right now. Okay? These pair are all congruent. These pair are supplementary as long as the lines are what? Parallel. If they're not parallel, you can't tell me any of this. All right? All right, let's start applying this. Let's get through it now. You don't have any homework. All right. Find angles 1 and 2. Oh, there it is again. We're not doing any proofs today, but justify your answer. Here we go. You can start anywhere. You can start with angle 1 or you can start with angle 2. I do not care. All right. I do not care. I'm telling you, everyone see the symbols for parallel. So I know the lines are parallel. I got to find angle 1 or 2. And also, hey, you don't need a parallel line theorem. It could be anything we use from unit 1 or 2. Everything's fair game. All right, anything's fair game. So let's do this. Now I'm going to go start calling on some people here. There it is. I don't know. I'm going to go 20 in this class. Always 20 or 22 in most classes. Here we go. Who's got 15? Okay, what do you want to start with? Whoa, hold your horses, Emily. Angle 2. 75 degrees. She is absolutely correct. Now let's work on an explanation. How did you know that was 75? Everyone agree. That's 75 and angle 2 are corresponding. And what do you know about the lines, Emily? Parallel. So what we're going to say in our justification is the following. Ready? Parallel lines, and we can abbreviate parallel now with our symbol. And I'm going to put an arrow here. Some of you may have seen it back in old science class. Implies. If I have parallel lines, that implies what type of angles did you have, Emily? Corresponding angles. What do we know if the lines are parallel? Those corresponding angles are congruent. There you go. There's our justification. And get used to that because that's what we're going to write in the proof tomorrow in our reasons column. Okay, so we found 75 for Emily's angle 2. Now looking for angle 1. Okay, whatever you want to tell me. Whatever you want to tell me. Anything goes. Unit 1, 2, or what we did right now. Who's got 11? Okay, here we go, Emily. I don't care how you get to it. Angle 1. Okay, how'd you get there?
Because 75 is, well, 180 minus 75 is 105.
Okay, so you use these two, the original. Okay, that's fine. What type of angles are those coming from the last 2 units? Right next to each other, adjacent and supplementary. They are. So I'm going to say linear pairs are, what's our theorem? Supplementary. Did you have to go that way? No. You could have said, ready? Angle 2 and 1 are what type of angles? Same side interior, and they are supplementary. Parallel lines imply same side interior supplementary. Before we move on, corresponding, have some self-respect when you spell it. It's not C-O-O. It's not corresponding. It's corresponding. All right. All right. Everyone loves these little diagrams here where the 8 angles are all broken up for you, but not in enriched geometry. Sorry. Okay. So let's talk about this diagram here. Do we see the parallel lines marked? Okay, perfect. I'm looking for, let's see, X and Y, justify, and then find the actual angles. All right. Here's what I find. Kids love working with this type of diagram. Love it. Makes life easy on you. They hate when they get into something that looks different. All right. So what I'm going to suggest, and I'm going to do to all my diagrams, is make yours look like that one. How? What I would recommend is if you got colored pencils or just darken it, whatever, I like to make my parallel lines a little bit longer. Oh. Okay, here we go. Make them a little bit longer. Now, if both parallel lines, what's this line going to be called then? Or this line would also be your transversal. Draw in one at a time, please. So I'll draw in this transversal here. Now look, it's starting to look, hey, that kind of looks like our diagrams we've been dealing with. My question to you guys, what type of angles are the 2x and the 90 then? The 2x and the 90. Let me help you out. Are they inside or outside my parallel lines? Inside, alternate or same side of that transversal I just drew in? Let's put the two together now, shall we? What type of angles are the 2x and the 90? Same side, interior. Now you just got to remember the theorem about them. Are they congruent or are they supplementary? Supplementary. So I can say the 2x plus the 90-degree angle add up to 180. Justify. It always starts out with parallel lines. Imply. Now tell me what type of angles you had. What type of angles did we have? Nick? Same side interior angles are, what did we do? Supplementary. There's your justification. Now solve for x. Go ahead and solve for x. There's x. Now what about y? What type of angles are these now? Well, they're on a different transversal, aren't they? All right, so let me look at this transversal now. Let's see, with a dark color. Are they inside or outside my parallel lines? Inside. Here's my transversal, same side or alternate? Okay, so they're, again, same side. Interior, what do I know about them? They're congruent or supplementary? Okay, here you go. So it's going to have the same justification. Y plus 50. They're both supplementary. Same justification. Parallel lines imply same side interior angles are supplementary. Are you asking that question?
No, like it says y minus 50.
Oh, thank you. I thought you meant had to move that 50 over. I was like, ooh. $115 for y. Okay. Last part, find the measures of the angles now. So go back, plug and chug. So here we go. This 2x angle is going to be 90. It was 45 degrees, so 2 times 45. So that's 90 degrees. Y is going to be 115. And what about for my angle down here? Y minus 50. That angle will be 60, 75, I'm hearing? Questions, comments? All right, we need a different looking diagram still. There it is. Find the value of x, different looking diagram. Okay, do we see our parallel lines? All right, let me make them a little, because I love looking at my usual standard diagram, which this is not. Okay, so there are my parallel lines. That makes these two lines what? My what? Transversals. Only use one of them, though. Please don't highlight both. That's going to confuse you. Which one do you want me to pick? The horizontal one or the diagonal one? Horizontal one, you got it. All right, there they are. So I got 50 and 70 there for you, and I got x and y. Is there any relationship up there? Different types of angles you could see. This is where it starts getting crazy. If you got to turn your paper, turn it if you need to. Is there any types of angles that you see in there? Go ahead, Emma. Shoot. Stop. I know what you're going to say. She is saying the x and the 70 have a relationship, and she's correct. I want it from somebody else, though. She's correct. X and 70 are what type of angles? Well, here, look at it. 70 is where? Inside or outside? Inside. The X is? Okay, so it's definitely not going to be using an interior and exterior here. If one's inside, one's outside. So there's only one there, Amy, right? Corresponding, what do we know about them? They're equal, so X equals 70. Explain. Parallel lines imply what? What am I going to put now? The corresponding, 2 R's. Angles are congruent. $70. Nice job, ladies. Thank you. All right, what about the Y now? What about the Y? Well, the Y is inside. It's part of an angle that's inside, right? Okay, any thoughts here on how to get to Y here? Types of angles? Sean, speak. Y and 70 are supplementary. What type of angles do you think they are? So you're saying the Y and the 70 are same side? Close. Close. The 70 and the Y aren't same side, but the 70 and this entire angle here. Do you see, everyone see that? The 70 and the angle that makes up the Y and the 50. Do we see that one right there? We see that, Hugh? Okay, everyone else, we see that. Okay? So we can say now that Y is going to be equal to what? 180, or actually, let's set up an equation then. 70 plus what? Y plus the other part of the angle, 50, equals 180. And how'd you know that again? Parallel lines imply, Sean, what type of angles are they? Same side interior angles. And what do we know about them? They are supplementary. Did anybody want to get there a different way? Because there's actually 2 different ways. I'm not going to go over both ways, but there is a different way to get there. Hey, take a look. This is a straight line, correct? So it measures what in degrees? A straight line. 180. So don't these 3 angles add up to that line? Same thing, right? 70 plus 50 plus Y would have given you 180 if you looked at it this way. It formed a straight line. Okay? Do you guys have any questions? Because I think now I'm going to let you, Justin, go on your own. If you did it that way, what would the reason be? Straight angles add to 180. Okay, straight angles measure 180. You and your group, you can move, actually stay where you are, don't move around. You and your group right now, we have, I'm going to keep my work up here, 4, 5, and 6 on your own right now. 4, 5, and 6. Don't just copy my work, please. When you are done, look up and check your answer, please. Go ahead. You and your group right now, 4, 5, and 6.